Today I want to talk about how do you handle one of those in-office insurance plans. You know, the plans that you can offer, the oral health plans, however you want to term it. And the reason why I want to discuss this is because I find a lot of people don't quite do it right, at least from my perspective. And you know, there's services. If you don't want to make one of these yourself, you can go hire a service that'll administrate this whole thing for you and make it easy, hand you all the collateral, great easy process to do. I don't know if it's worth the fees they charge. You'd have to investigate that and see if what you think yourself. But it's a piece of cake to make. If you want, you can have us make it. But here's the long and short of how these plans work if you're not familiar with them. What happens is there's some sort of an annual fee. I would suggest something in the range of $200 to $300. But some sort of an annual fee, and it tends to cover all your preventative stuff, your hygiene appointments. The $300 fee comes from the fact that if you were to add up what your hygiene appointments cost times 2, it's about $300. So it is preventative. Preventative does not mean periodontal disease, of course, just to be clear. But for your healthy mouth preventative appointments, those are included. And then what you do is you offer some sort of a discount for all the restorative and everything else. And the way that ends up working out is that, you know, let's say you do a 10, 15% discount. You're probably offering your patients a 10 or 15% discount if they're cash. So you offer a similar sort of discount, and it just creates loyalty is all it's going to do. So you make up a cute little flyer that you can hand out to the patients that explains all the benefits. Lots of people just hand it to their cash patients, which is fine, creates loyalty. But we're not really getting as much bang for our buck if all we do is give it to somebody who's already in the practice. And the reason why you would want to do this, every now and then I'll get someone who's like, hey, I'd really like to get off insurance. And this is one way you can do it. Because if you do the math on the average patient, what they pay in premiums per year for their dental insurance, which is terrible and laborious for you, you know, you look at 10, 20 bucks a month times 12 months is, you know, $200-ish. Pick the number that's appropriate, but $200-ish for the patient. So by contrast, if we offer something that's price competitive with their employer-sponsored dental program, we can't call this insurance, just to be clear. No use of word insurance. But if we offer this to them, it's entirely possible that they go, hey, this is actually a better benefit, because one way you could make it a better benefit is include ortho, include implants in it to where there's some benefit there, which maybe their existing dental insurance does not cover ortho or implants. So it gives you the ability to put something together that's like that. And of course, I'm going to say this a few times, you can't call it dental insurance, because if you do, you'll be hammered by your state insurance regulatory agency. So no word of insurance anywhere on it. When you're talking to people, no word of insurance. You know, what I find is it's much like the rock you throw in the pond. There's a processional effect that we just don't see. Said another way, the ripples just keep on going. They get smaller, but they just keep going infinitely somewhere else. And you never know whose life you'll impact by offering something as simple as an oral health plan and inviting someone else into your practice who might invite 20 other people. Hard to say. If you got questions, get in touch with your coach, find out the specifics of it. If you need references to companies that provide this because you don't want to administer it yourself, no problem, we can do that. If you want to do it yourself, it's real easy, it's not difficult. There's a lot of ways to do it. And I'm sure you have a lot of questions right now. You're sitting there going, wait, but, that's what your coach is for. Talk to them so they can personalize it for you. Because if I throw out every single option here, this show will take forever and I'll bore you to tears. And I don't want to do that. So with that being said, I'm going to cut it off here. I can't wait to see you next week, 8 o'clock Mountain, 10 o'clock on the East Coast. Until then, have a wonderful day. What if you could have the practice of your dreams? What's holding you back? Imagine a life where you have everything you ever wanted.